Welcome to this episode of Let's Talk 716 Sports. My special guest is Julian, and we will be talking some Bills football. How's your night so far?
Man, my night is doing pretty good, man. My whole week has been pretty good coming off of that Steelers win. Yeah, but we're coming up to Kansas City week. So we got a huge game ahead of us, but I'm doing real good tonight, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm I'm happy the Bills won against the Steelers, and um, now that we're coming into the week that the Bills play Kansas City, um, I think it might be a tough matchup, but I think the Bills will come out on top and win the game.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait for this game to come up. I mean, it's the rematch of the biggest game. Multiple NFL figures all around, football fans, everybody says by far one of the best NFL games they've watched as of late. We're hoping for a rematch. I mean, who knows how this game's gonna go? I, for one, just expect the Bills to be on top. We're getting a lot of healthy players coming back. Ken Dorsey, phenomenal play calling. In the beginning of the season, he's gonna keep it going. McDermott's gonna have his boys right. Josh Allen's gonna lead the charge, and yeah, we're definitely gonna have a huge win, big dubs on Sunday.
How do you think the Bills will do against the Kansas City defense?
Honestly, I feel like it's gonna be just like during the divisional. Just going to be a lot of scoring. Josh Allen's going to throw the ball up to Gabe Davis, big chunk yards. I mean, Stephon Diggs is going to be a route technician, cutting up the field. I mean, we should have a phenomenal game. We should have no problems on when the Bills are on offense. Hopefully, we can get this running game moving and turning and going. Don't want Josh to do it all, but I mean, Josh still has to make his plays. He's gonna make magic happen. So it's gonna be a great game, man. Josh's gonna have to put on his back a couple times and make those crucial third down, fourth down plays, get them first downs, touchdowns. Do what he needs to do to get the Bills their W.
Do you think the rookie Khalil Shakir is gonna make a difference in the offense?
I sure hope so, and I definitely believe so. With him, I feel like they're not going to have as many eyes on him. Granted, because he's a rookie, they're going to be more focused on Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. So, and definitely with Kyrie, or yes, Shakir, believe him in the slot. He's definitely going to get multiple opportunities to get open. Josh is going to hit him, and they're going to have a game plan for him, just in case if the Chiefs defense want to double team Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, or however they want to do it. We're definitely going to have Shakir get him open for a couple of plays to get some nice yards.
Do you think the Bills will put up 30 or more points against the Chiefs?
Absolutely. I feel like it's going to be like the over should be like 65. It's going to be a high scoring game. But I feel like our defense is a lot better. We're getting a lot of guys back. So hopefully we can stop them guys. But for the Bills to get 30, I'm pretty sure Josh Allen's going to be able to get that. I say about 3-4 touchdowns maybe. Couple throwing, rushing if he needs to. Hopefully the running backs can get the ball rolling. James Cook, Singletary, even Zach Moss, whoever's on the field. Hopefully they make the most out of their snaps. Excuse me.
Do you think that um Singletary and Cook and Moss would be able to run the ball against Kansas City this week?
I sure hope so. I mean, Kansas City also have a top defense. Frank Clark up in the middle. I mean, he wreaks havoc. We all seen what was that, the Monday night football game, strip sack. They called a roughing a passer. Terrible call. But I mean, he's a monster. He's a beast. He's a player to watch. So I'm pretty sure Ken Dorsey's gonna have a game plan. So try to get some double teams on him, keep our players safe, get some holes open for our running backs. I'm hoping that our running backs are the leading rusher, not Josh Allen. But who knows? You know, Josh Allen has to make his plays, or he takes advantage when there's an open seam up the middle. That's an easy 10, 20 yards. He can make it 30. But no, honestly, I feel like we're definitely gonna have a strong run game coming up. They're gonna expect us to throw the ball all over the field, and I feel like they're gonna back up some players, lighten up the box for our running backs to get some nice yards.
Do you think like our defense with like Von Miller and um Elam, do you think that like we would be able to stop like Edwards Hilaire and the running backs for Kansas City?
Depending on how they decide to play their offense, I could remember back a couple of years where Mahomes didn't really do much, and it was just Clyde's Layer day, and he was running the ball everywhere because we were so worried about Mahomes. And then other games where their run game is non-existent and Mahomes is the running game, just like Josh Allen. It honestly all depends on what goes down and what Andy Reid decides to put on the field for Sunday. We can see if they want to throw the ball around. Hopefully, Von Miller, Groot. We got Ed Oliver back. Hopefully, Jordan Phillips is healthy enough to get in the game, and we can contain Mahomes. We all see what happened in the divisional game. We just could not get to Mahomes. He was running all over the field, but still making plays. And I don't want to chase him down. I don't want to do a cat and mouse chase. I just want to contain him. What the Raiders did in the first half was phenomenal. They was able to limit Mahomes to a couple 3-and-outs, and that's what we need. So hopefully, Frazier, I'm pretty sure Frazier paid attention to that game vividly and is developing a game plan, not just to chase and get the sack of Mahomes, but just pressure him for our defensive backs to get in position to make a play.
Where do you see the Bills in the next 3 seasons?
I mean, it's hard because the next couple of years is definitely going to be like the changing of the Bills. We're all used to the main guys where, I mean, obviously Josh Allen's going to be with us forever, we hope. Stephon Diggs going to be with us as well. But a lot of people, players, contractors are coming up. Dawson Knox, he re-signed. Well, I mean, Poyer and Hyde. I mean, Hyde is already out for the season. But then next year, his contract is coming up. Poyer, we're still going through. We're still dealing with that. A couple other players are coming up. So in the next 2-3 years, we're definitely going to lose a couple of people. We're still looking at Tremaine Edmonds, see if we're going to be able to pay him. You can't pay everybody. Somebody, especially when that Josh Allen contract hits. Some people that we love, some fan favorites, some great players, are unfortunately just going to have to walk because we cannot afford them. So back to your question, where do I see the Bills in the next 3 years? I still top contenders. Depending on who we are able to retain, we can still question. I mean, when we got Josh Allen, we're always going to be Super Bowl contenders. But depends on who else around the field would answer that question. But I'd say, yeah, definitely in the next 3 years, definitely definitely a playoff team. No wild card. We're definitely for sure making playoffs for the next 3, 4, 5 years. But when it comes to Super Bowl, our window is getting smaller. Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen, he's not skipping a beat. He looks even better as he was last year. Check the stats. He got an extra 300 yards, extra 4 points higher on his passing completion. Josh Allen, he's not slowing down. He's getting better every game and every year. So, I mean, we're still going to be a top team in the next 3 years plus.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, man. Let me see. how do you feel about our draft this year and all of our players and all of our rookies? How do you feel that they've been playing so far, man? And do you have any people that feel like they need to step up?
I think like Khalil Shakir, like in his last game, they targeted him and he was able to make good plays
Mm-hmm.
and like Gabe Davis stepped up last week
Yeah, big time.
and that 98-yard touchdown pass.
And even last week game, all of our rookies, not all of them, for our top picks. I mean, Khalil Shakir got his first receiving touchdown. James Cook, he got his first rushing touchdown, and Kyrie Elam got his first interception. So I mean, we're having our draft class. They're balling out, man. We shout out to Brandon Bean. He definitely had a hell of a draft class this year.
Yeah, I think that Kyrie Elam is a good addition to our defense.
Mm-hmm.
And um that DeMar Hamlin, I think he's a good player.
Even with Benford as well. I mean, he broke his hand, but he's looking good. He's back in practice. But even with this couple of starts, he looks phenomenal. I mean, like I said, I mean, I know it's still early, but this is looking to be one of the best draft class that the Bills had in a couple of years. I mean, yeah, we still had Josh Allen one a couple of years ago, but no, everybody, all of our rookies, they're looking phenomenal. Looking phenomenal. Now, let me ask you another question. Yeah, who do you think needs to step up? Who's somebody that's on the team that you haven't really been seeing and you feel like they need to start making some plays?
Um Jaquan Johnson, um maybe like Hamlin. I haven't seen him playing that much.
For one, I say Dawson Knox. I know he wasn't playing last game, and yes, he's still suffering from the loss of his brother. So I mean that takes toll on everybody differently. So maybe he's mentally messing with him. I'm not sure. It's not like he's slowing down in his game. It just doesn't look like he's in the play call or Josh not looking at him. Now, mind you, Quentin Morris looking phenomenal. When his numbers being called, he steps up. He's making phenomenal plays. He's doing what the team needs him to do. So, I mean, when Dawson Knox isn't really there, Quentin Morris is definitely stepping up.
Yeah. Um I think that's another one that kind of needs to step up maybe and um maybe this game or like when we go up against Green Bay.
Mm-hmm. And they're already talking about for that Green Bay, our guy. I know everybody been seeing him in practice, looking good. Our boy Tre'Davious White, he's back out in practice. He's looking good, and they're projecting him to play in the Green Bay game. So hopefully we can get Tre'Davious back into this mix, and that's just another level that this defense is going to break through. We're going to be even better when we get our all pro cornerback. Like, yeah, man, I can't wait to see our boy Trey White get back out there, man.
Yeah, like Trey and um Jordan Poyer wasn't out there last week.
Yep.
Get both of them back and
That'll be huge for this team. That definitely will help us in the long run, man. Get our all pro players back into this play because, I mean, our rookies and the backups, they're holding it down. I mean, we still only allow 7 points this whole season in the second half. That's phenomenal right there. If just for a bunch of backups and rookies to be balling, I mean, the majority of our defense has been hurt this beginning of the season, man. And yeah, like I said, our rookies are been definitely putting in the work. I mean, and shout out to Teron Johnson, man. He's not getting enough credit. He's looking phenomenal. He's on the ball every snap. He's where he needs to be. He's breaking up passes. I mean, we seen him in that Steelers game where Johnson caught the ball towards the sideline. Teron Johnson come up, punched it right out. I mean, those plays are crucial, man. We definitely need him to ball out again for the Chiefs game.
Do you think that like our wide receivers and like the front line would be able to open up some holes for the run game?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, last week our line looked great protecting Josh. We just need those holes to open up for the run game, so our running backs to definitely get the ball rolling and get some stress off of Josh Allen. Because once this run game we don't want to go 50-50, like 50 run, 50 pass. We just want a decent run game, at least 3-4 yards guaranteed at least. Get these hole open up so we can break one loose like how James Cook took one home for like what a 30-yard rush. The hole's open, he ran through it, hit his cuts, and yeah, he took it to the house. So if we're able to do that more, I mean, not much is just going to be a shootout. It just really comes down to can our defense hold Mahomes, because I'm pretty sure our offense can definitely put points on the board. So just whoever can score more, obviously.
How many points do you think the Bills will have like in that game?
I mean, I like to go on both sides of the spectrum where it comes to like blowout games to close games. It can very much will be a 42-36 Bills, or it could still be like a 21-17 Bills. It could really go either way. I mean, these quarterbacks, they can go off, or I mean, the defense could tighten it up and keep it a low scoring game. I don't know. When it comes down to predictions, I like to keep both sides and try to meet to the middle because it's hard to predict. We don't know what type of game we're gonna get. Like I said, it could be a straight shootout, or defenses or the quarterbacks are just not hitting the targets on both sides, and defenses are stepping up. Yeah, just gotta wait till Sunday to see what comes out, and hopefully, what comes out is a Bills W.
Um, where could like my listeners or viewers like that view my content or where could they listen to your podcast?
Thank you. First of all, I just want to thank you, my man. I definitely appreciate you sending the invite, talk with me. I mean, this was phenomenal, man. Definitely appreciate you, Robby, man. Nothing but love. Everybody, you can find me. My name is Julian J Mafia. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I host a show called Mafia Talk, a Bills fan podcast, and yeah, I chop it up with my big cuz Pedro, and yeah, we just talk Bills. I'm just the average fan, and we just love to talk Bills, and anybody want to jump in? I host a segment called Mafia Moments, where we dive into the fandom of Bills Mafia and just kick back and ask some questions and talk about the Bills. So please, anybody, shoot me a DM. It's Julian J Mafia at Mafia Talk Bills on Twitter. Shoot me a message. We're gonna talk Bills, get you on the show, and yeah. But please, man, like, share, subscribe, tune in to Robby. Let's talk 716 sports, all that, man. Show love, man. I definitely appreciate this was great.
Yeah, and like hit the like button on YouTube, and um when you see it posted out on Twitter, um give it a retweet and um
All that good stuff, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have any questions before we wrap up the
Matter of
show?
fact, here, before we wrap it up, I got one question about the Sabres because I see your little Sabres flag back there. How do you feel? We got our season opener tomorrow, Thursday, right? How do you feel about the season and your towards the Sabres this year?
I think like the Sabres would be like a fun team to watch this year. Especially with the coach Granado and um getting Matthias Samuelson signed and getting our GM extended, and um I think it'll be a fun season to watch some hockey in Buffalo.
Absolutely, yeah. That and you hit the nail on the head right there. It's gonna be a fun team to watch this year. I can't necessarily say playoffs because we're coming a long way, but these guys are definitely in the right direction. Got the right players, right staff, right coaches. Hopefully, yeah, we can definitely make a strong run this season. So yeah, Sabres, it's gonna be a fun team to watch. Tune in. Can't wait for what January for the Ryan Miller banner hanging. One of my favorite all-time Sabres. So definitely can't wait for that, man.
Um Thank you for tuning in or listening to this episode of Let's Talk 716 Sports. Thank you to my special guest, Julian, and go Bills, go Sabres.
Thank you. Let's go Buffalo.
Call it a night. The party's over, and tomorrow starts the same